And coming up next, it's a UFC welterweight division matchup. Well, this guy has truly made the takedown a thing of beauty in mixed martial arts. With respect to yourself and Georges St-Pierre and the truly great takedown artists, this guy's closing the gap and entering that company in the eyes of many.
Oh, absolutely, because he's done such a great job of timing takedowns. I haven't seen anyone so good at slipping a jab into a takedown since Georges St-Pierre.
Right.
He does a phenomenal job of getting from step one to step two before his opponent even realizes now he's in on my leg. And if they do get their hips back, immediately he's up into a foot sweep or a headlock or an inside trip. It's just so many different ways for him to get you to the floor that he will throw every single one at you every single time.
And a lot of fighters talk about that wrestling maintenance and how hard it is, right, over the course of a career to continue to drill those things. He talks a lot about that, and that's why he's continued to realize success here in the UFC. All right, so here he is, the former two-division UFC champion, Georges St-Pierre. He's the most prolific takedown artist on paper in UFC history. Despite not having any amateur wrestling chops to speak of, this is a man who, at least in my mind, turned the MMA takedown into a thing of beauty.
Yes, he did. He made it all look so smooth and so great. But it was the striking of Georges St-Pierre that was so good that made you have to be on awareness the whole time. So as the hands flew up, Georges St-Pierre had the timing that was unmatched at the time in mixed martial arts. One of the first guys that was truly able to do everything. Before we had specialists, and then we had Georges St-Pierre, he truly changed the game.
Our tale of the tape for this welterweight fight. Georges St-Pierre is 13 years the elder. He will have a 1-inch reach advantage. Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 12 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Stockholm, Sweden, Khamzat Chimaev. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. A mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 26 wins, 2 losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Montreal, Quebec, Canada, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC welterweight champion, Georges St-Pierre. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Herb Dean.
Herb Dean, third man in the octagon for this one. Round 1 is upon us between 2 of the best fighters in this division. Hard to find anything resembling a glaring weakness on either side when you break down the film.
There are no weaknesses in these guys. These guys are as well-rounded as they come. They both can wrestle, both can grapple, both.
Hip tosses him down. Now we'll see if he can advance position.
I mean, right into side control.
Oh, the ground and pound strikes continue to rain down. The opponent better move out of harm's way, or the referee's going to stop this.
He better start to move, and when his opponent starts to posture, he needs to put his feet on the hip, push him away to try to escape this very, very dangerous position.
Side control now. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Good, solid strike on the ground.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Back to the stand-up now. Both fighters upright.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to training.
stuffs the takedown there. All right, so now we are on the ground. Now he is in his wheelhouse. We'll see if he can get one of his submissions to pop here tonight.
Now he sees the triangle.
And this could be trouble here. Looks like it's pretty tight. He's trying to work his head out of harm's way.
It might be over. Watch triangle, watch triangle. Needs to push the arm to the side. Get his head against the mat. Now watch as he goes to the finish. Watch his chest go to the mat. He goes flat.
And this might just be a matter of time. Wow. All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control.
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard.
St-Pierre's attempting to pass here, but he's denied by the defense. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground.
Oh, this is where you don't want to be, though.
Oh, nice job using his strength there to posture up. We'll see what he can do now.
He's going to start looking to land big shots from the top.
All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
Sit down, breathe, get some water, relax. Now listen, that was awesome. Really good work. Way to control from the top. You need to work to pass that guard, stay in top control. You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
And he landed the right hand there. Oh, Superman punch. Just misses with the straight right. And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Oh, good opportunity to do damage here. He's got that tie clinch.
Oh, wow. Oh! It's in there deep. There you go.
And he gets it.
He's gone. He's gone. He's gone. He got it. He got it, John.
How about it? Gets the win by submission. Beautifully executed there on the ground. All right, so the takedowns, the big storyline in that previous round. Let's look back at some of the highlights, DC, and got to be pretty discouraging to get grounded that many times in one round.
Oh, it's so discouraging because all you want to do is let your offense go, but every time you're getting dragged to the floor constantly. You're starting to get fatigued. He's starting to wear on you. Let's see what type of effect it takes on his offensive approach as the next round starts.
All right, so a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He's such a phenomenal grappler. I don't understand how people don't know that this guy wants to submit you. He is the best grappler, best submission specialist we've seen in a long time.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called us on for this contest at 1 minute, 3 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by tap out, Khamzat Chimaev!
All right, so there he is, all smiles and rightfully so after he gets the job done by submission tonight. You told me off the air before the fight that he was going to submit him, and that's exactly what happened, man.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. And his opponent is known to lay in the guard. He made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.